missing Trustee Farahi.
Well, I guess we could get started, or do you want to wait?
It's 1:05 now.
Let's text him and then go.
I'm just going to say that I'm very sorry we don't have video.
I know, because
Me
there was
too.
a contest.
Well, and I specifically dressed for this meeting so that I could show up.
It looks like it's gonna let us.
No, it doesn't. It's not giving you that option over in the right corner like you usually have to.
You'd have to disconnect, I think, and start over, right?
Yep,
It doesn't look like.
Well, I think we should go forward instead, Madam Chair.
I agree.
Okay. I'm just texting Trustee Farahi. I said, dude, are you joining? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay.
Hey, dude.
Dude.
I said, dude, are you joining us? Okay. So we will call to order the Reno Tahoe Airport Authority special meeting of the Board of Trustees on Friday, June 26, 2020 at sometime 1:06, I think it is, 1:06 p.m. Can we have roll call, please?
Yes, Trustee Carasali,
Here.
Trustee Carey,
Here.
Chair Chaplin,
Here.
and Trustee Farahi. I don't think he's here. Trustee Gianoli,
Here.
Trustee Jay,
Present.
Trustee Rose,
Present.
Trustee Fraza,
Here.
and Trustee Ferber.
Here.
And Trustee Farahi has joined us now.
Hey.
Okay.
Good afternoon, team.
Good afternoon, Trustee Farahi. Okay, we'll have, is there any public comment today?
One public comment
Okay.
from me.
Oh, okay.
For the record, our ramp, RTAA staff, Chair Chaplain, Ms. Mora, and trustees, I'd like to comment that I was able to participate in several of the active shooter trainings conducted by the Airport Police Department this past 2 weeks. Under the leadership of Chief Field, Sergeant Bobko and Officer Tanner organized the training, with Officer Tanner leading the training in conjunction with instruction and state-of-the-art equipment used from a local firm, SB Tactical. Trustee Carey and Mr. Cameron were in attendance also for one night of training. Airport Fire also participated to simulate protection needed by airport police while doing medical treatment of victims in these situations. It was a great opportunity to learn and see how our airport police and airport fire are honing their skills to protect our passengers, employees, and community. So hats off to police and fire for the great work they do. It's great teamwork. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm sorry I wasn't present. We'll have to get more from Trustee Carey on that, and you, Art, later after, since we can't comment. Sorry. Okay. Approval of minutes from the subpanel meeting June 16th, 2020, special board meeting June 16th, 2020, and special board meeting June 17th, 2020. Is there a motion to approve?
Richard J. Move to approve as accepted.
Second,
Thank you, Trustee Jay. Thank you, Trustee Sperber. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the agenda. Is there a motion?
Move to approve, Trustee Gianoli.
Second, Trustee Rose.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Items for board information, discussion, and possible action. Item 5A, review and possible action to approve contract terms with Darren Griffin to serve as President and CEO of the Reno Tahoe Airport Authority, and to authorize General Counsel to prepare an employment contract in accordance therewith, and to authorize the chair to sign on behalf of the Reno Tahoe Airport Authority. Ann, is that you?
That would be me, Madam Chair. Madam Chair and trustees, Ann Morgan, General Counsel for the Reno Tahoe Airport Authority. Before you have a agenda item to approve the contract terms with Darren Griffin to serve as the incoming president, CEO of the Reno Tahoe Airport Authority, and to authorize me to prepare an employment agreement in accordance with those terms, and then have the chair sign. I want to go through to remind the board that at last week's meeting, can't believe it's only been last week. At last week's meeting, this board authorized the vice chair, chair, myself, and a representative of Korn Ferry to negotiate for an agreement with Mr. Griffin. I must say that those negotiations were quite possibly the swiftest I think I've ever encountered. We were able to get all of the chair, vice chair, myself, Korn Ferry, to put together a term sheet that same day on the 17th. And by the 18th, we had reached an agreement with Mr. Griffin. I want to run through briefly the terms of that agreement. They are attached to the motion, or the memo that you received, and that term sheet is actually signed by Mr. Griffin and Ms. Chaplin, subject to this board's approval. It includes an annual base salary of $285,000, a 5-year term subject to renewal, a start date of no later than August 10th, and eligibility for a bonus of 10% of his base salary based on his individual and organizational performance relative to what this board sets and agrees as its objectives. It authorizes a relocation package of up to $25,000 in accordance with the relocation policies at the airport. It authorizes a car allowance of $600 a month, 100% paid health insurance for Mr. Griffin, and 85% for his dependents. The payment of whatever his COBRA premiums are until he can get on our health insurance. If he is terminated without cause, he would be paid a 6-month severance. I'll also advise the board that Mr. Griffin advised Korn Ferry and the chair that he would take a temporary 5% pay cut along with all of the other senior leadership team as a result of the current pandemic. That concludes my report, other than to ask that the board confirm those terms and approve them.
Is there a motion to approve and then we can go to discussion, or?
Madam
This
Chair,
is Nat Caroselli. I move to approve. Or like,
There is-
vote to move to approve, or whatever.
Richard J., second the motion.
Madam Chair.
Thank you. Yes, just trustee Saraga?
Just discussion. I did want Darren to be able to speak on this item, because when we were going through this, he did want to take the 5% pay cut along with the executive staff. So I just wanted to hear from him, because I know that that was something, and I know you mentioned it, and maybe we do it after the motion, but I thought that was great that he's doing that with the rest of the team.
Thank you, trustee Saraga. I think we can have a discussion and ask Mr. Griffin if he would like to say any words or multiple words.
Multiple words. Thank you, Chair Chaplin. I just want to echo what Ann said. That was a very fast and efficient negotiation. I hope that's a preview of my future. I'm not indecisive, and neither are you. So that was great. And I appreciate the board's trust and faith they're putting in me. Regarding the temporary pay decrease, I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. I factored that into my half of the negotiation. And obviously my goal is that we get back on solid financial footing just as soon as possible, so that we can all restore normal salaries for the entire senior leadership team. And I'll be working with them very hard to get to that. But I just want to say thank you. It was very quick and easy, and I'm working hard to get myself on the job August 3rd and my family moved to Reno. So thank you, Chair Chaplin and Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. We're very excited as well. Are there any other, and thank you for, you know, the gesture as well as Trustee Speraza had mentioned. I think that shows your commitment to the team that you're joining and to the airport, and we really appreciate that. Are there any other comments before we move to the vote?
Just one, Madam Chair, and I don't think Darren was there when we actually had the vote. I think he might have been in the air, and just wanted to say super excited that he's coming on board, and can't wait to have you here in the biggest little city.
I can't tell you how excited I am to get there. You're right. I was in the air and I was all over with when I landed and my phone promptly blew up. So that was quite an exciting day for me and my family and everybody that I know across the business. So thank you all very much. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, but a lot of fun.
Any other comments?
Just welcome aboard. We're looking forward to you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Spinelli.
Madam Chair, just one other maybe request of our new CEO is if he could watch the July board meeting, just because since he's not starting till August, just to start getting up to speed on everything. I think that would be great too.
Absolutely. I plan to do that for sure. I'll be on the Zoom, I assume.
Great, thank you.
I think we're still Zooming, right? We're still Zooming.
We're still Zooming. Okay.
Mr. Bell, before we move to a vote, are there any words that you would like to say before we do that?
Are you hearing me, Chair?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. No, other than you found a great solution in your new CEO. We've received tremendous feedback from the marketplace on Darren's selection. I will tell you that even some of the candidates who competed personally wrote us saying, "Hey, the board made a great selection here with Darren's," which is always great to hear and a sign of their gentlemanliness or gentlewomanliness. Anyway, no, other than that, we're good. We're here to support you as you move to the rest of this process, and we're here to support Darren as he moves into the role. So we thank you.
Well, thank you again for all your work, and thank you, Donnie. I see you over there. We really appreciate it. You just, like we said before, you did a great job, and you brought the right person to us, and we could not have done it without you. So really appreciate it. And of course, Ms. Morgan, your help through this process was also really, really helpful, and also the airport team who got involved in the in-person meetings and everything else that went along with this coordination. So at this point, I entertain a motion to approve the contract terms with Darren Griffin to serve as President and CEO of the Reno Tahoe Airport Authority, and to authorize General Counsel to prepare an employment contract in accordance therewith, and to authorize the Chair to sign on behalf of the Reno Tahoe Airport.
You actually have a motion and a second on the floor, Madam Chair.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. We'll go to, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries unanimously. Yay for us.
Yay for me.
Welcome to the team, Darren.
Thank you, Trustee Fairhey. I really appreciate it. Thank you all very much.
Can't wait to see you again and meet your family.
Same here.
Okay.
Same here.
We will move to item B, review and possible action to extend the current contract for President CEO Marilee Mora until the new President CEO Darren Griffin starts his employment. Ms. Morgan, is that you again?
That as well. As the motion says, because we've just passed the approval of the terms of Mr. Griffin's employment as the President CEO, but he will not start until August 10th at the latest. August 3rd is the hoped for date, but Ms. Mora's contract expires on June 30th, 2020. So the chair asked, Ms. Mora agreed to continue to serve until the new president CEO is on board. And to do that, this board must then extend the term of her contract. And so the motion is to approve an extension of that current contract until the new president CEO, Darren Griffin, starts his employment. These terms have been extended before by just a letter agreement, and I did not see it attached in what I got from the clerk and didn't realize that until I was preparing for this motion. But it is a one-page agreement that simply extends the term. In this case, it would extend until Mr. Griffin actually starts the job.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments?
Move to approve item 5B. This is Nat.
Thank you, Trustee Caroselli. Is there a second?
I'll second that, Trustee Janoli.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? None opposed. Thank you. That motion passes. And I would just say to Ms. Mora that we really appreciate, of course, we'll talk more about you, but appreciate that you're so graciously extended your term with us and helping the airport to make a smooth transition later here in the summertime. So thank you again for all that you've done and all that you are going to continue to do. I really appreciate it. And so do we, the rest of us, I think. Okay, we're moving to number 6, general board comments, questions, and items for future special board meetings.
Madam Chair?
Trustee Ferraza?
Yeah, we had talked yesterday, I think just putting out a email with the board's interests on officer positions.
Yeah, thank you.
To get the.
You reminded me again, I am sorry, I forgot about that. So yes, so we will, we are now looking for our trustees to express interest in the officer positions for the Reno Tahoe Airport Authority. And we'll, and then as far as committees go, I believe that we will talk about that in July.
That's correct. Madam Chair, if I could, the next chair position must be filled by an appointee of the city of Reno. There are 4 trustees who could serve in that position: Trustee Seferaza, Trustee Jay, Trustee Farahi, and Trustee Rose. For the remaining 3 positions, it's vice chair, secretary, and treasurer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that we are open to receive interest for those 4 positions.
Madam Chair, this is Nat, Trustee Nat.
Trustee
Sometime.
Nat.
What I would like to do is thank the board for appointing me twice to represent the airport at the RCVA. It was a great run, and I think Daniel, Trustee Farahi, will do a great job as he represents us at the RCVA starting next month. So thank you, and adios, as they say.
And Nat, I want to thank you for your support and your vote of confidence, and certainly looking forward to being the voice of the airport on the RSCVA. And you know, I had so much fun in our process choosing Darren. I thought I would roll into another.
Actually, what I should say is what they say in Italy, arrivederci, which means till we meet again. But maybe we'll meet again after Zoom somewhere, somehow.
Are we meant to nominate?
No.
Nominate positions? No.
No, you will do that at the July meeting, but if you will let the chair know so that we know what the interest is, and then I can prepare the appropriate script.
Okay.
Okay.
And also would like to thank Nat, but thank you to the whole board for your faith and belief in me to represent all of us at the RSCVA. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you to trustee Caroselli and trustee Farahi for representing us so greatly on the RSCVA board.
Well,
Right,
I
any
haven't done
other-
anything. I haven't done anything yet to deserve a thank you, but
Yeah, okay, well, thank you, or we'll throw me as one of the two, right? Any other comments or items for future special board meetings?
I just, for the July meeting too, maybe just a snapshot. I know the board had asked, just wanted to remind staff, just an update on the budget. I know it's fluid, so be great to know, our passenger counts. It sounds like they're starting to improve and some of the other stuff. I think trustee Carey had asked just to have that as a standing item, so.
Thank you, trustee Serrano. I believe it's also a standing item, well, obviously, it's a standing item on the finance committee prior to the board meeting. Is that correct, Cindy?
Yes, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If there are no other comments, questions, or items for future special board meetings, we'll go to public comment.
Have none?
No more?
No.
Okay. And then we are adjourned. Thank you.
Good weekend. Everyone have a good weekend.
Bye.
have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.